Audio check. Okay, good. All right, good. Go, go, go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm always pissed off at this lag. Come on! All right, here we go. Excellent. Here we go. All right. Today, now I want to get into some interesting stuff. I don't know why I have this one open, but just some morning curiosity. All right. Where to start? SK Hynix. Look, I don't want to call myself like a genius. I'm not a genius. I'm not. I'm just saying that, man, the people who saw it 6 months ago, those guys are geniuses. But about last week, I got it at 4.1 or 4.1 or 4.2. Not a great price, honestly. I got it at 4.2, about somewhere around this area. Anyway, SK Hynix. I worked it out with the AI, actually. Just dig deep, ask questions. They'll tell you this is a bit odd. Price, like cyclical DRAM. Yeah, except they're the ones manufacturing what's that, HBM 4? NVIDIA cards use it. Don't know what to tell you, but a 15% gain in 5 days. And you know what? I ain't locking in jack shit. I'd rather hold on to it until I hear otherwise, that something's shifting the other way around. Let's say I didn't do any research. I went to Samsung instead. 5 days. Let's go. Well, that's not bad too. This one's better though. So yeah, reason is that these guys, SK Hynix, for whatever reason, has been able to figure out HBM4 manufacturing, as Samsung has trouble. Anyone who asks the right questions, a GPT will figure it out. Discrepancy. Why is this not widely more common? Because not a sexy name. 2, you don't know it. So institutional investors don't want to put money into it because they'll look bad if they lose. Who the fuck is SK Hynix? Right? If you put money in Samsung, you can't lose with Samsung, right? So SK Hynix being a relatively nobody gives a shit name, but NVIDIA has given them their blessing. Like I said, Jensen Huang walked right up to the SK Hynix booth at Computex and basically blessed them. It's big news to me. If I'm SK Hynix, if I'm an engineer there, I'm so proud, okay? I'm going to be making or helping make RAM for the next generation of AI chips. Doesn't sound sexy, I know. People want sex, big boobs, big dicks, I know. But people need memory for their cards, for your GPT compute. And SK Hynix has got NVIDIA locked in. Unless Samsung figures some crazy shit out. Don't ask me. So, that's a good one. Big loser. Metaplanet. What the fuck is going on with this one? It got at 560, went up to 650, now down to 400. The hell? Their BTC holdings are holding steady. You can buy BTC at a discount in Japan through these guys. Now, you don't buy it, you don't own the BTC direct. True, you own a company that owns BTC. Sure, I mean, at least it's managed. They're going to buy BTC for you. I don't know what the hell is wrong. The MNAV, which is basically when it goes under 1, is basically meaning that for every $1, you're getting more than that in Bitcoin. So don't ask me what the hell is going on, but I'm not going to put any more. I have enough in it at 500, but this is a good time to buy. This is what I call buying a dip. You know what the hard part about buying a dip is? You have to be the guy who sees the pretty girl in the corner who's being ignored the whole life. You don't look at the girl who's the hot shit right now because she got all the attention. You're not that idiot who just clicks on the highest view count and go, that's the best one. You gotta be different. Everyone is so, not everyone, I don't want to sound so elitist. It's hard for me too, okay? I'm an MKBHD lover too. I don't mean that his opinions count more than other people. It's just his videos are high quality, right? My point that I wanted to make was that people don't know how to choose stuff without people them. When you follow someone's review count or popularity metric to determine what you think is good or bad, you're not really making a choice there, are you? You're just following what the database is telling you, and therefore you are with the herd. It's as simple as that. Could be good or bad. Doesn't mean it's bad automatically. It just means you're following the herd. That's all it is. Don't kid yourself. Going with reviews these days is probably the most common thing to do. It used to be special, I think, a little bit when internet access wasn't that widely available. Now it's not the advantage anymore. In fact, the advantage is not to follow it and use your own judgment. That's my own personal opinion now. My dad was right about this. Too much information. And you people follow this shit. This thing, the idiocy of people putting this up to 1900 is absolutely crazy. Mark my words, unless Bitcoin itself has no value proposition going forward, there's no way this goes back down to fucking 100. But hey, I could be wrong. Everything's a probability bet. The probability that this is, I'll have to investigate later because I'm not really so keen on investigating Bitcoin all the time. But there's no way this is just sinking forever, and I may even think about buying more on Monday tomorrow if this keeps going down. You're telling me I can get into Bitcoin, a company that owns Bitcoin, yeah, and they pay their people salaries, but look how much fucking money they have, $3.3 billion? Well, with debt, probably, of Bitcoin, whatever. I have no clue. They only have 24 million in debt, but 3.3 billion in assets. What the fuck? I don't get this. I guess this minus that equals market cap. Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know what the hell to tell you. We'll see. Here's where when people are losing confidence, yet the principle remains that they have assets, Bitcoin, they could sell for real cash. Do you put more money in this or not? This is what separates the... Anyway, SoftBank Group. Ooh. These guys opening a factory in Osaka, yeah? Shit. Where'd it go? Well, anyway, I discussed it before. They're opening a new factory in Osaka, Sakai, and that's crazy. 400 megawatt. I don't know what the number is. It's huge. SoftBank. Anyway, OpenAI. They have 5 years to turn 13. Okay. They're printing money right. No surprise. 13 billion annual revenue. Yeah, okay. Yep. Chat with an AI. Don't make it sound so fucking lame. I pay it because I want to code. Connie Lazos, don't be so Do you know what AI can do for your life if you knew how to ask it the right questions? I think women are hard to warm up to the idea because just they're women. But anyway. What can I tell you? You can make fun about him all you want. But OpenAI has smarter people than any of us would ever like to admit. And they're just... I don't know what to tell you. Although, I gotta say, Gemini Google is no joke either. It's pretty damn good. It's very fast. One more thing on a reference here. M5 Mac. There we go. Here we go. M5 chip released, okay? Okay, see, look, here we go. The people here don't discuss blah, 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 blah. Don't care about CPU compute. Who the fuck cares if your app's open 5 seconds faster or whatever? No one cares. What really matters? What really matters? Ugh, all this fucking shit. What matters is that for an inferencing task on a MacBook Pro, it goes 4 times as fast as M4. In one generation, they have increased their NPU power by 4 fucking X. I know, boring. People want big boobs again, silky smooth hair, and nice tits, and whatever. I get it. But, kid you not, that ain't no joke. Because this is a hard thing to play out. There's 2 avenues right now. One is cloud GPU compute. Every time you make a request to ChatGPT, LLM, that's on the cloud. Some guy out there is running it for you. You got to pay for each request. Now, if you have a device that does NPU compute on your device, well, it's free, quote unquote. You pay for the electricity. Power difference is massive, obviously. Probably in the hierarchy, you'd have your M5, M4, whatever. Pretty good. The next hierarchy up is probably a dedicated GPU card, like whatever works, like NVIDIA's 4000, 5000 series. Whoa. But you're looking at, that's a $5,000 US investment for the workstation class, okay? Or for the 4090, it would be like at least $2,000. Whereas your NPU on an Apple computer is actually relatively cheap because you get a computer with it too, quote unquote, as a bonus for $2K US. And between the M4 and the M5, they've actually quadrupled the inferencing speed. That means the inference took 10 seconds before it takes 2.5. That's massive. A 4x improvement is massive in one generation leap. Apple is not sleeping around here, okay? People are going to laugh at Apple Intelligence. They're going to laugh at their fucking thing. They think they're so cool because Apple is going down. They're not as important anymore. That's true. But make no joke, they have a stranglehold on the I just want a secure computer platform which handles my security, and I don't want to fiddle with passwords and password managers and third-party apps all over the place. To me, they're still number one for that. If you want to do it on Windows, I guess that's young people love that, I guess. I don't want to do that. I don't want to bother with, just give me the out-of-the-box solution, please. I don't want to manage all this shit. I just don't. With inferencing being that fast, who's going to bring descriptive music creation to the market first? Ask yourself this. Inferencing on a device is still a heavy task. I've seen Apple devices translate language as good as or better than anything but GPT. So Facebook has a Meta-supplied AI model downloadable for the public that translates stuff. There's also Helsinki NLP, named after the university that produced the model. They suck compared to the Apple one. They do. I've tested them all. And the Apple one wins out handily. And the Apple one is zero cost because the Apple one runs on an your NPU device. Don't to tell you. I know. Ain't sexy. No YouTuber sexing it up. No tits. No fucking tits or cleavage. I get it. But it's important going forward because the perceived speed of how the AI operates, I think, is pretty important. And moreover, if they can bring out inference-based apps where you describe to GarageBand, where you describe to Final Cut Pro how you want the edit to proceed, that's pretty compelling. I tell you who's waiting for that. I think film editors, the top-tier editors want this. Who wants to sit there clicking on subtitles, doing that manual labor shit? You just subscribe to the damn thing, do it for me, and it does it for you. You need powerful inferencing, and Apple is, I think, the leader right now because the idea that you have to offload this inferencing task to a server every time you make one round loop, you're sharing your most private IP with GPT. You don't really feel happy about this. I wouldn't feel happy about that. If it's some general query about the knowledge, sure, send out, no privacy issues, right? You have work on some kind of secret project. I don't know. I don't want to send it over the web. Whatever. The internet, not the web. I mean, on-device inferencing, unpopular opinion, is still very important. I think it really is. And that's a bet that people probably don't care about. I don't know if it's popular, but I still think both are important. NVIDIA and their Hydra monopoly over the hardware for the server side is untouchable. I still think target price 500 to 1,000 in the next 5 years. So 180, you get in 185, 180, 180, 175, 200, doesn't fucking matter. When it's going to be 500, 1,000 in 5 years. And SK Hynix, unless Samsung pulls out a magic fucking trick from their hat, is going to dominate the GPU, the NPU memory space for high end. Basically, they're the sole supplier for NVIDIA's next gen cards. Honestly, no one else. Check it out yourself. And what can I tell you, man? I mean, the Neural Engine. No one. Do people talk about this? The consumer side, the CPU, it's done. That's done. That's fine. It's whatever. It's important, but I mean, like, they've achieved 4x improvements. How long will it take for them to catch up? Not fully catch up, but be not big enough of a difference to care, so that instead of people shilling out money for a NVIDIA card for maybe even model building or inferencing, you might want to, I don't know, that's a hard thing though. CUDA is a big moat for sure. Look, on the consumer side, the part where I'm most excited, because I'm not that keen on building models, honestly. I'm not so keen on building, I'm still interested. It's just that it's not as crazy interesting to me as the app side. Like how you can interface with an app. You don't have to do all that repetitive work. It's just the AI is assisting you with. Okay, I can't explain it unless you've done like agently coding or tasks on the client where the AI is basically speeding up your workflow by like 5, 10, 20x. It's hard to understand the marvel this is. I'm sure people out there still think, oh yeah, AI is just a funny thing to do funny videos with. Listen, the image generation and video generation are like the least interesting things about AI. This is cool, and it could have some uses, but it's not the real. That's not where the real power is. People talk about videos not having a soul, or who cares? It's not the point. The point is, people who have a soul can leverage AI to make shit that even expresses their soul better. Did anyone not see that angle on it? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. So anyway, M5, it is a very positive sign for Apple. Their hardware, they have quite the team working on. What? Why do they have Premiere Pro here? Huh? 4K video, whatever. Okay, these guys are weird. They don't advertise their own like Final Cut Pro. There you go. This one. This is what I care about. This one. This is what I care about. This is unbelievable. Not a lot of money maybe to be made, true. But it's not always about money. This is insane. This is absolutely insane, this part. Okay? Like, wait, that GPU improvement is no joke either. Holy fucking shit. What? Really? It compiles twice as fast. That's pretty good. Oh man, Apple, why you do this to me? I just bought my computer 3 years ago. Fuck that hole. That's fast. What? Damn. Intel has 86%, 86x faster performance. Like I'm glad I bought my M1A. I thought it was a frivolous purchase, but glad I got the M1 because I used agent decoding every day, and there's no way I'm going to tolerate 86 times less performance divided by 6, 16 times, 15 times less performance, whatever. Jesus Christ. Huh. Are they targeting M1 people like me? Shit, man. Like, oh man. That's not that bad. 1600? So 20만かな? That's not that bad, huh? Huh. Or are they adding Apple Intelligence to the fucking OS? Jesus. What the fuck is Rhino, Notion, and Jira? Yo, you see Apple's on their game. Very much so. I know we can joke about their glass UI thing. I know it's stupid, but that's just one consumer facing aspect of them. They are not sleeping on a job for sure. Yeah, this is where performance really matters. The more they accelerate their neural network, the more things the computer can do. And now, as a consumer, you're faced with either, well, people use the iPhone for mostly, that's a consumer device. But like, I guess, again, it's just a market for the creative people who want to make stuff. I just think, yeah, I can't live without Apple. Google is almost half expendable now. Because why? OpenAI has made Google very irrelevant. Relative. I mean, they still use them for Gmail, YouTube. YouTube is huge. That was and many other things. But like, anyway, impressive. They'll have the M5 Pro with the Mac Mini probably later in the year, which I think is going to be, yeah, sure. I mean, no scoffing at this, okay? If I'm Apple, this is exactly what I'm doing. They have made the exact right move. If anyone's out there, why isn't the CPU like 5 times? Like, I don't know, man. I don't agree with you. You start your own company then. They did exactly what they should be doing, and they ain't sleeping on a job. I don't know how many times to say that. So that wraps it up, and back to work.